Making a lot of noise here before we get up in the woods. January 1st. We're in our favorite spot. We're here every January, first couple days, and that's Iowa. Got some snow, got some cold weather, have some beans, and I have some corn up on top of the hill, so should make for a good night. Now this is getting old. Every time we get in a blind, I got all the work. It's not the first time. The only bad thing about this blind is that these deer can come from 360 here. It doesn't matter. We got CRP behind us. We got CRP in front of us. We got two food plots up to our left. And it's only about 80 yards to the top of this knoll here. They pop up and they're right there. They're right on you. So you don't get a long look at them sometimes. Sometimes the action's pretty quick. But that's the cameraman's problem. The Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Oh, look at that. A thing of beauty. A work of art. Yeah, baby, yeah. We got some pretty deer in this farm, don't we?
Yes, you do.
We got some nice up-and-comers. We're, after our box 10, we sat on the southeast spot Curtis and I did last night, and he showed up on the southwest. The night before, he was on the main blind. So we're going over here, and we're going to move this stand, because we got a horrible wind. We cannot sit the stand that's there right now. So we're going to move this for the third time this year, after the same deer. And Curtis and I are going to sit there until next year, until we kill this deer. We're going to get in this blind, we're going to sit there. They have south wind for 4 more nights in Iowa in January. Never heard of that before. It's our second day, late season. Kenneth's on his way, Matt's on his way. They'll be here tonight. They won't make the hump. Kenneth's deer was out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday with both horns. This time of the year, every day they walk out, it could be a surprise. They only have one horn, or you never see them again, meaning they shed. So he may have missed his chance. Our wind's kicking really heavy in the wrong direction. It's actually almost coming from the west. It's supposed to be coming from the south. This could be ugly. I'll lay out the scenario here. This scenario could take a couple minutes, but there's a buck called, it has like 4 or 5 names, 6 names, whatever it has. It's a 10 point. It's got crabs out on the end, so we call him Crabby 10 or Boxy 10. Curtis and I saw him here. We were shotgun hunting. We actually saw him to our right in a CRP field. That was the first sighting, and we knew he was here, but that was the first sighting of him in real life. So we moved the blind to get so where he could shoot into that CRP, and we never did see him again. And then we saw him on this food plot. We have 3 food plots in this vicinity. So now this is the 3rd time that we've moved this blind. We moved it today to move closer to this food plot because we have a south-southeast wind, which is horrible. This is set up for a northwest wind. But we got the south-southwest winds or south-southeast winds. We got to keep the windows closed. They're going to fog up on us. It's going to be a long afternoon because the wind's not good, so we got to be very careful. We're not going to be able to pull the window up until last second, so it could happen quick. He may not get a lot of B-roll, which he's not going to like. But that's the scenario. I told you it was a long one. But that's what we're doing. So what's 600 millimeters mean to me?
It means we can shoot further. The deer fills up more of the frame further away.
Is that the technical term for 600 millimeters?
600 millimeter lens means you can shoot deer further away.
Me or you?
Both.
Oh, I was setting him up for that one. He still got it.
I got it.
Well, it's our 3 o'clock check-in. And we're sitting here watching Barbarians. And I'll let you take a look at the food plot. Still nothing. Is it nada? Nothing. Turkeys are over there. No deer there. No deer here. I'll let you know what happens later. So far, my prediction is correct. It's 3:30. Every half hour, we're going to report. Let me show you the food plot. Just in case you can't see that far, there's no deer in it. Finally got some deer moving. It's 10 after 4. Sun goes down, if the sun were out, it would go down about 4:30, 4:32. So we have till just before 5. Still good light with the snow, helps a little bit shooting time, but it's been rather slow up until now. The other cameras, the reveal cameras, say the deer are moving really well, but not here. But we got them coming now. Last time we sat over there and watched this food plot, they just pounded it after 4 o'clock. We had like 30 deer in there at that point, so we only need one. That's all we're looking for.
I've only got 9 reloads with
9?
me. Is that enough, you think?
How many doe tags you got? We need some calling of some doe, so have at it, buddy. You gonna be warm, you think?
I think so. When I turn these socks on, I will be. I hadn't turned them on yet. But
He's got so much clothes on, if he falls out of the tree, he'll bounce. Matt will just be a poof. Big poof in the snow. We're making Kenneth hunt out of a tree January 3rd, and it's got snow and ice in the trees, but it's gonna be a beautiful hunt if he can make it till dark when the deer comes out. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Look at this. We got ice in the trees from all the fog coming in and freezing. It's just gorgeous.
all right, boys, today we're going down here and we're going to hunt these deer out here in Iowa. And like Michael Waddell does down there in Georgia, we're going to shoot the biggest one that comes by. I'm Mick Nutt from Bone Collector.
Today, had to break out the sunglasses, got the sun directly in our face here. It's actually popped out for the first time in 3 days. It's just gorgeous up here with all that fog we had last night, and it froze on the trees, so it's just like big ice crystals. It's almost like one of those balls you shake when you were a kid with the snow on it. They're just absolutely beautiful. Now, tonight should be a good night for us. I'm not saying I'm going to shoot our deer. Obviously can't guarantee that, but it's just a perfect night for that deer to come out. So high hopes, high hopes. That's him. It's a Cordell 4. It's exactly what we've been saying. If he comes out early. He come up with 4 little does. Let him work his way up. We got a good wind. There's no sense in rushing it. We'll get ready though. We just hooked ourselves up. Or grab it down. Yes! I can't believe this. It's 3:52. The sun is dead in our eyes. And we knew by the cameras, this buck moves early. But the problem is he doesn't move every day. And this is our 3rd day on the same spot. Curtis and I made a decision we were going to sit here until he came out. Yesterday the winds were marginal. Today they're perfect. He came out way earlier than we even expected. We knew he wasn't hitting those cameras until about 4:15, 4:30, which are up here in the corn, so he eats in those beans first. He was one of the first deer out in the field. We just hammered him. Yes! Hit me 5, bud. This is a strange occurrence for us. Our target buck was the first buck in the field. We had about 6 or 8 does out there. And he was the first buck that came out. And it's just 10 after 4, so we're gonna be able to track one in the daylight for once. Tell me that CVA doesn't have some oomph. He didn't go 75, 80 yards. Bam! That's a beautiful sight, it sure is. He's down and out. Oh yeah, look at the box frame on him, dude. Look at it. Oh yeah. We got to be really careful. We've killed a couple deer in the last week or so that the horns came off. So we got to be a little light on this. Oh. I know I say it virtually every time, but this doesn't get old. We hunted this deer probably 8 times this year, maybe 10 with a gun. We never really bow hunted him just because he wasn't in places that was good for us for bow hunting, and we shot relatively early. But we have 3 blinds within 500 yards of each other to try to shoot this deer. And he kept hopscotching. We have food plots that are close together for a very specific reason, but it also makes it very difficult sometimes when these deer get smart like this and they start hopscotching. And a telltale sign, if you don't see him between 4 and 4:15, he's not coming out. This was one of the bigger deer that came out really early. And if he didn't come out early, he wasn't coming out till well after dark. We wouldn't get him till midnight. So he was going to a different place to feed, I guess. But big buck down in Iowa. We got Ken Lee. He's over on the other side of the farm. They heard us shoot, so they know we killed. He has a high chance of shooting one. And we got Gerps out there with Dakota. They're out there on the other side of the farm. So we got 3 of us out here. We got 1 down. Never apologize for your God-given right to hunt. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. We smoked him. I'm afraid to grab the horns. We crushed him.